Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how you can use DeepSeek for all your copywriting and marketing uses. So let's get back into lesson number one. Now, a lot have been saying to me and asking me I would compare DeepSeek versus ChatGPT. Honestly, for a free tool that you don't have to pay a single cent, it's really good. Because where I come from when ChatGPT was 3.0. So for those who has stuck with ChatGPT during that time, would have known the free version was completely crap. You had to do tweaks left and right. You had to adjust here and there. So there were a lot of times we spent countless hours doing that rather than focusing on the actual content and the output result for which we can finally publish into our websites and get rankings and whatnot, right? So I would say this: DeepSeek, in comparison to ChatGPT when it was released during that time, is very good. For something that you don't have to pay a single cent, is very good. Now, there are a few caveats in my opinion. I would say you would need, when you input inside DeepSeek, you will need to be able to input everything in one get-go, right? You need to be able to have a prompt that it's detailed enough, but not too far-fetched. All right, let me show you. So let's start with finding a keyword that we want to rank for, or any keywords, right? So if let's say I went into Ahrefs and I found, okay, these are the keywords for DeepSeek in Malaysia. Okay, so I would copy this entire thing, and then I would go into DeepSeek and I would say categorize for me these keywords into potential blogs that you can write about. You don't want to give too much. You don't need to suggest too much, otherwise it just go haywire. So you just want to limit it. Give me like 5 topics. Right? Now keep in mind, this is just a method for you. This doesn't guarantee that you're going to be ranking number 1 or whatever, right? This is just a way for you to find out how you can utilize tools like Ahrefs and DeepSeek for it to navigate for you how you're going to write this particular blog. See, so it can already find different blogs ideas where you can use the keywords from Ahrefs, right? All these keywords, and it can already give you all the 5 topics that you're looking for. See, I would say, in comparison to ChatGPT in the past, ChatGPT will start to write everything rubbish based on all these keywords. Whereas DeepSeek, as you can see, I don't even have to write too much. All I have to do is, I say categorize it for me, and this is what I want to write about, right? So voila, it already has given you everything. Now how do you go from here? So if you've already decided, look, you have DeepSeek versus competitors. Let's say if I've already done my research on Ahrefs and I've decided, okay, this is what I want to write about, investing in DeepSeek stocks, coins, for example, okay? But I don't think I want to go into that. I believe the financial topic is a bit tough for me to elaborate. So let's go into block number 1, right? So let's say I've decided, okay, I want to write about this. So all you have to do is just ask, can you write about block number 1? Write it in the context of a branding strategist. Talk about the marketing aspects. But stay in. Alright, so you want to put it in a contextual format where whatever job you are in, whether you're in IT or web developer, well, we are branding strategists. So we have to talk about what we know, what niche that we are familiar about. Okay, so when you put in this context and you prompt it, you will see, because um, these are not prompts that you generally see where people say, oh, write one line or a few words. This is something that's a bit more specific. So in order for you to combine the tools together in a contextual format, this is the results they will give you, right? So what I'm trying to show you here is that a lot of the results that comes from DeepSeek are very contextual, and is pretty specific in comparison to the old ChatGPT that we're talking about. Okay, I don't want to do a comparison between this and ChatGPT right now. All I want to do is to show you that there is a certain kind of like step-by-step process, if I may, for DeepSeek to give you the best results. All right. So this is an example that you can use, given that let's say you have found the keywords from an SEO tool like Ahrefs, you plug it into DeepSeek, okay, and then based on all these keywords, it will try to put it in a contextual format. So assuming that you like this blog, you copy it. Now this is another tool that you can use called Markdown to HTML. So you just copy everything into it. So it will give you a Word format for which you can just copy everything into a Word document. Hold on, let me see. Ooh, don't know why is it not working here. Ooh. Oh, there you go. Right. So the only thing you have to do is you probably have to arrange this, convert this into H1, right? So and also other things that you can write about, right? So this is just the content aspect. Now, in order for you to be able to be favored by Google, again, that doesn't mean you're going to be ranking number one. What I'm trying to say here is there's a certain way that you can write a blog about. So let me show you an example that we do for our website, right? So you go into blogs. Guys, everything here is free. You can just look at how we write it, all right? So this is another DeepSeek blog that we talk about here, where we talk about the actual comparison of DeepSeek versus ChatGPT, right? So as you can see here, we have key takeaways, right? Every time when you click on it, it will actually go to the particular H2 headings. The next thing that you need are also new insights. So new insights can be anything. It can be news from different sources like Wall Street Journal or any other big websites that you can name up. So a lot of these things you might have to do your own research. Again, you can use DeepSeek to do this for you. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is that you can actually shorten your time, spend more time on actually getting resources and prompting DeepSeek properly in a step-by-step manner. It doesn't matter how you do it. This is just an example that I showed you how we do it, because sometimes we're a bit too lazy. So we'll just go to this tool, just copy everything and put everything here, and voila, we have a blog, right? Now, in the next video, I might show you there are few things besides just content. If you want to rank well in Google, you have to do more than just content, all right? So this is an example they can use. You can use HTML codes. We can show you all the different comparisons. We talk about what DeepSeek is about, its capabilities, right? So a lot of this new information that you need in order for you to rank well in Google is you need to be able to have new insights, okay? You need new ideas where you can have these new ideas to be written back into your blog or website, right? In order for Google to rank your website in the top 10, top 20, whatever it is, right? For obvious reasons, this is one aspect of ranking well on Google, content, which is about content. Okay, we have talked a little bit about backlinks in the past. Okay, you can look at my video where I talk a little bit about backlinks. All right, so essentially the big play, although there are many things, the big players of doing well in Google are these two: content, backlinks. Right, so this is a content aspect. So if you were to be a copywriter for a company, you can use a tech like DeepSeek in order to come up with all these particular blogs that is specific and focuses on very narrow topics. All right. The other method is, if let's say you have found all the keywords and there are probably duplicates of the same keyword, but you want something unique, just ask DeepSeek. Just ask it, can you come up with more unique long tail keywords that are not shown here? Something that is interesting about you, right? So when you prompt this, it's able to identify, so you can double check. I've not tried this. I don't know why it's going very slow this time, but it should show you different ideas and topic ideas that you can talk about. Now, you can branch into many things, guys. Like, you don't even have to stick to just talking about AI and marketing, right? If you're a sustainability person, you can talk about sustainability and how you use AI in sustainability, right? So how you combine AI, DeepSeek, and then you can just talk about this. See, that a lot of people are talking about this right now because it's the easiest thing to talk about, but there are so many other topics. What about engineering? Does anyone talk about engineering using DeepSeek? No. Right? What about teaching? What about education? Right? These are the few niches that people have not gone through yet, right? And eventually people will. So how the Google search engine works is that if you talk about new topics, if you talk about new ideas, Google likes those things, right? Oh, apparently it doesn't work. Server is busy. So there you go. It's not perfect. Now that millions of people has just suddenly jump from ChatGPT into DeepSeek, problems like this occur, right? So this is the problem of scalability, right? So obviously the servers for DeepSeek cannot handle the load of the people logging into DeepSeek and typing. Imagine millions of people typing into DeepSeek, all of a sudden it just go haywire, right? So this is an example, right? It's not perfect. This is a common example of what ChatGPT went through earlier on, right? So it's not perfect. It's not as perfect as what people think. So guys, this is an example that you can use for your content curation. Nowadays, it's best for companies and private sectors to spend a lot of time teaching their copywriters, their marketing agency to use AI to just come up with content and just put it out there, all right? Of course, there are tweaks left and right where you can make it a bit more unique. But eventually, every other company is doing the same thing, all right? So there's the unique aspect that you might have to build, not just in Google, but you have to go in LinkedIn, you have to go into Facebook, Instagram. Now it's harder, guys. Me being in the industry, is much harder for you to do well with just Google. We have no choice but to go everywhere else. TikTok, Instagram, just put it out there, right? So wish you all the best. This is a method you can use. I've just shown you. Okay, you can just follow step by step, make something better than mine, right? So all the best and good luck.